Hey, so hopefully you already watched that video that I put up on Edpuzzle. That's a very good explanation of how you calculate volume. But real quick, I just wanted to check in with things. We're going to look at the volume of prisms today, pyramids tomorrow, and then practice these things on Wednesday before spring break. And because of spring break, there will be no class, like virtual class, on Wednesday or Thursday. We're just going to do Monday and Tuesday for this week. I'm going to go through these three examples here to find the volume of prisms. And the formula for it is that the volume equals the area of the base times the height. This is super important. Students make this mistake all the time. First, you have to find the area of the base, and then you simply multiply it by the height of the prism. So, in this first example, our base is a triangle. So to find the area of that base, we have to do 1/2 base times height. Notice that this right here is a little b, which refers to a side. This big B refers to the area of the whole base. So first we have to figure out what are the base and the height on this triangle. And remember, since there's a right angle here, we know that these two sides are the base and the height. So I'll call 4 the base and 3 the height. So to get the area of the base, we have 1/2 times 4 times 3, which equals 6 square inches. So now, to find the volume, we have to multiply that 6 times the height of the entire prism. The height of the entire prism is 7 inches. So the volume equals 42 cubic inches. Okay, now for the rectangular prism here, the base is a rectangle on the top, and if you want to pretend it's back here somewhere on the bottom. So the area of the base for that is just regular base times height, where the base is 5, the height is 3, and that just equals 5 times 3, which is 15 square inches. So to find the volume of this, we need to do the area of the base, 15, times the height of the prism, which is 12. So when you multiply 15 times 12, you get 180 cubic inches. Now, there's a slightly easier way for any rectangular prism. For a rectangular prism, it's pretty easy to remember that the volume just equals, if we call this the length and this the width and this the height, it's just the length times the width times the height. Just multiply the 3 measurements you have for any rectangular prism, and that will get you the volume. Okay, moving on over to here, to the cylinder. The base is a circle. So for the area of a circle, we have to do pi times the radius squared, which in our case is pi times 5 squared, which will get us about 78.54 square centimeters. So for the volume, what you need to do is same thing. You take the area of the base, 78.54, and you multiply it times the height of the prism, which is 10, which makes our volume 785.4 cubic centimeters. Now, there's also an easier formula. Well, maybe not easier, but it's the same formula, just a different way to write it. You can simplify this by just writing the volume is pi times the radius squared times the height. This pi times radius squared is just the big B that we were finding already. But you'll see this formula listed a lot, especially on the Regents.